we're not making a lot of science discoveries. Like in the academic world, there's a whole rabbit hole, if you like going around rabbit holes, of how broken science is. They went in business, you say you go woke and go broke. Well, in science, they went woke, but they are broke. Like science has a replication crisis. You can't replicate most findings. There's a huge fraud issue in science. So much major findings have been found to be fraudulent. The biggest model for Alzheimer's disease turned out to be fake papers that they spent then $500 million of investment into drug treatments based upon. It was all fraudulent. And, when you're promising treatments to people whose parents can no longer remember them.
Yeah.
Like, that's a different kind of evil too. Like, and so we fund science in America to make explorations and discoveries. But when we're funding it with decisions based upon features that are not ability and merit and excellence and skill, then it's not going to be able to execute what we needed to do in making the discoveries that save lives and improve society. You may end up with something that looks like how you want it to look like, but it's not going to work like how you want it to work like. And, like it's something I think Americans have always held the deepest respect and regard for your communities in special operations, because we've always assumed and believed that you guys are the last bastion holding the line of standard.
I think we are.
And what we haven't done that. It would be the equivalent of like, you guys wouldn't be able to operate if you started selecting people not based on.
If we change the standard.
And I know there's military conversations about that for a long time about what happens and the risk thereof. But I'm here reporting back from the front lines of education and science and the intellectual side of the academy that we gave up that fight 25 years ago.
Wow.
And where would your community be if that fight was given up 25 years ago? And that's where we're at right now in science and education.
Wow.
And so that's why it's important. That's why I took a stand, because if we are to save a nation, if we are to save our culture and our society so that we can educate people instead of indoctrinate them, then somebody has to hold the line. Somebody has to say the emperor doesn't have any clothes. Somebody has to say these are wrong things and you're doing the wrong things about the wrong things. And that's why it's important. And I've seen it weaponized. I've experienced it weaponized, and we've had a weakness in leadership of holding those things accountable. Even now, you allow companies or universities to fix their websites, to fix their words, but you keep the same people in place.
That's right.
The deeds don't change, and those are the same institutions that keep getting the funding. And in your world, they accept the GI Bill to train leaders to take that indoctrinated philosophy and take it back to the military, and so that they can interrupt the standard bearing, selection based on a faulty indoctrination of education. And it matters.